All right, now that we have the air removed, our valve core is out, it's time to go ahead and break the bead on this motorcycle wheel, and that's where the Bead Pros from Motion Pro come in. These things are absolutely amazing. What happens is we're gonna jam this guy down in between the tire and the tube, or we're gonna jam this guy in between the tire and the wheel itself. We're gonna stick this guy in, and then we're gonna push the two together, pry down, and that's gonna pop the bead around. But before we do that, we want to go ahead and take some beard oil. No, just kidding. We need to take some soapy water or something to lubricate in between the tire and the wheel. So right now I'm just going to run this all the way around. This is just some Dawn dishwashing solution and some water. Now these adventure wheels typically see a lot of action out there, so they get kind of nasty. So I usually just lubricate both sides. I go ahead and juice up one side, and then I turn it over and juice up the other, so that when I'm working on this second side, that first side can be marinating, if you will. Now this little bottle usually lasts me several trips. I never have a problem running out, or at least I haven't run out yet, but I haven't done two changes back to back like this either. You can always add just a little bit more water in there. That soapy solution will go just a little bit further. All right, so now let's see about our bead breakers. So we're going to take our bead breaker and we're going to stick it in here and wiggle it in until it seats. I'm going to take the second piece and stick it in and bend down. Now, of course, we're going to have to do this numerous places around the tire until that bead gets broken. And there we go. We can see all the way in now, guys. Take a look. So once we get that first pop that you may have just heard to happen, I'm just going to go ahead and push our hands all the way around. You can see that we've effectively debeaded this tubeless tire at the moment. Oh, really quick, another point. So when I'm out on the trail, what I typically do is I take my microfiber cloth and I lay it down in the rocks, and I choose a microfiber cloth that is bigger than my rotor. That way when I'm out there in the dirt, I can set my motorcycle wheel down on the dirt and my rotor's not getting jacked up by the rocks and things that are down there. So another trick that I do, I'm using the Moto City rug today, so it's not that big of a deal, but that's what I do out in the wild. So for this second side, this guy's being a little bit more stubborn than the first. Let's get this guy in there. Get our bead breaker to come in and push down. Let's go ahead and move up here. Let's give it a little bit more lube. Again, for this bead breaking process, getting that solution down in between the tire and the rim there really is imperative. There it is. Let's go. There we go. There it is. There it is, a little patience. Working our way around. And now we have effectively debeaded this tire off the rim. Both sides have a nice space off the bead. And now it's time to remove the tire from the wheel itself. Get my tire iron in there. Get my little piece of fabric. Pull this guy up and over. What's going on, guys? My name's Kyle Bradshaw, and this here is Moto City. Today I want to share with you one of my favorite trailside tools. This is called the BeadPro from Motion Pro, and it is a lifesaver and a game changer when trying to change tires or repair tubes out there on the trail. When I get these tools out of this package, you're gonna notice that they are pretty beat up because I use them often. Not only do I use them on the trail, but I also use them at home in my own garage when I'm doing my own tire changes. I have a tire change video coming up here shortly that I will share with you that showcases just how this works. You'll see that here in a couple weeks, but here on the back of the package, it gives you a step-by-step detailed picture breakdown of just exactly how these levers work. But it's pretty simple. Now, not only are these bead breakers, they're also tire irons. So the other side of these here have a nice curved lip on them. They're nice and wide. These work perfect for doing tire changes on the trail, like I said, and at home in your own garage. Anyway, the way that these work is you take this piece right here, and you're gonna jam this piece down in between the rim and the tire. You're then gonna take the second piece, you're gonna stick it down in between the rim and the tire into this nice little groove right here that is left. That spot is made specific for the second lever or iron to go into. Now these really aren't iron, these are aluminum, but times have changed. So what's gonna happen now is you're gonna squeeze these together, and that's gonna actually push the bead down away from the rim. Now you're gonna take this and pry down and the bead will pop. These here are my Motion Pro Bead Pros. This allows me to break beads on the trail. Super convenient. You'll love these when you see them in action. Now, it usually takes several attempts, probably 5 or 6 attempts around the tire to be able to get that bead to fully come off and become completely loose. But these things are lifesavers when it comes to breaking beads. There are several other trail side tips or tricks that you can use to break a bead, such as the side stand, but that can get a little bit dangerous. These are lightweight. You need irons anyway, and they work perfect at breaking the bead. Anyway, the BeadPro from Motion Pro, highly recommend them. The link in the description down below will give you the link that takes you directly to the product detail page where you can purchase these life-saving tools. I'm Bradshaw from Moto City. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, take care and ride safe out there.